What's going on, everyone? ODC here, and I'm back with another action figure review. Today's review, we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Totally Awesome Hulk, aka Amadeus Cho Build-A-Figure wave. This is Karnak from the Inhumans. Not too huge on this wave when it was revealed. It was just revealed, I feel like, a couple weeks ago, and then all of a sudden, boom, Big Bad Toy Store hit me up with the pre-order will be in stock soon email, which I was very shocked about. They are actually, the majority of the wave is actually up on Big Bad Toy Store still, per the date of this review, so be sure to check out Big Bad Toy Store. I believe Karnak and Cap are sold out. The rest of the wave should still be up. Actually, Photon, I think, is also sold out as well. So those are the three that are sold out right now, as per the date, like I said, of this video. There's a couple other accessories, like two little hands he comes with as well. And the obviously the Build-A-Figure pieces, but we'll get to that in a second. I just kind of want to go over some of the aesthetics. I only picked up Karnak. I'm going to wait for the rest of the wave to drop way in price. I might down the road finish building Amadeus Cho just to go with the rest of the champions that are essentially have already been released. But for now, my priority was really getting Karnak. That was the top priority here. He is on a reused body. It's on, for the most part, the Pizza Spider-Man body with a couple different retooled options here for us. But there's the packaging. It's your typical non-window display packaging. It's nice to see that they're actually going back to the window display option for the packaging. I don't think it really ever made sense to go with windowless packaging to begin with. I don't like it. I don't understand why anyone would like this. It doesn't display well on the wall. It just looks like nonsense. But anyway, let's get to the figure at hand, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with the figure himself here. Karnak looking really good. Like I said, it's pretty much using the Pizza Spider-Man body for the most part. We've got newly tooled gauntlets right here. Hands, both sets of hands are newly tooled. The head is newly tooled, and we have this kind of like waist tunic, which is newly tooled. Everything else is pretty much just painted on. Looks pretty good for the most part. Don't have too many issues. Karnak's kind of got a simple design anyway. There's nothing too crazy and wild about his design. He almost looks like some sort of monk or something like that. But he does also include the Amadeus Cho I almost said Chode. Cho right arm with the open gripping hand, and then it comes with a punching hand. So that's pretty much it for the Build-A-Figure piece. He also comes with two karate kind of chopping hands, saluting hands, just bring it hands, whatever you want to tell yourself they are. But the sculpt on them looks pretty good. They have this like kind of like knucklet or bracelet on there. Looks pretty good. Same thing goes for the figure's hands themselves. Looks pretty good. I like that. He is a pivotal and super important member of the Inhumans royal family, and I'm hoping that we do get the rest of them. I'm hoping that we actually get updates for Medusa could use an update, and so could Black Bolt, to be honest with you. I was actually hoping for a Inhumans box set down the road, but that's just me. I actually enjoy the Inhumans. I know a lot of people make fun of them and they don't like them, but I'm like, why can't you enjoy what's wrong with the Inhumans? I don't know. Whatever. But I don't know. I personally, I've always enjoyed them. It's kind of goes hand in hand with the Fantastic Four. Like it's always like they've kind of gone hand in hand with each other. So I guess I can appreciate adjacent Fantastic Four lore characters. So there's that. We pretty much got a couple different shades of green here. We got like a darker green for the domino mask, and then we've got like a lighter green for the helmet. Looks pretty good for the most part. Very simple, like I said, in design. We've got almost like a different shade of green here too for the legs for the boots. And then we've got a plastic green for the upper torso. We have another shade of green right here, which is like almost like a metallic green for the gauntlets and the bracers on around the hands, and the same thing goes for the extra hands as well. So that's something unique for the figure itself. He does pose good enough. I would have liked him to do the splits a little bit better, but we've all known that since the pizza Spider-Man body has come out. They don't do splits well at all. It would have been nice if they could have retooled the body to have him, you know, kick a little bit higher. I feel like the leg, instead of, if you're trying to get him to kind of kick, he looks like he's been found wanting. I feel like the leg should go up to at least about here for a proper kick. I mean, he should be able to do full splits. It's Karnak. And his power is essentially he's able to find the weakness in anything and pretty much exploit it as far as fighting goes. Looks really good, though. I don't have too many issues. I don't have any quality control concerns, really, with the figure. I think it's, like I said, very simple in design. He still has a peg hole in the back of him. The head sculpt looks really good. Let's get close in with that head sculpt. And I think it looks really good. I think this does, you know, portray the character very well. Maybe I would have, you know, this is definitely a niche thing, and I don't think we would have got it. But it would have been cool if they could have included an unmasked head, maybe from the what was it? The Death of the Inhumans look for him. That would have been kind of cool. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Did you guys enjoy that story, by the way? Death of the Inhumans? I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty good. Actually well written. There were some little plot contrivances in it, but overall, pretty solid story. Anyway, the hands are interchangeable. You can just pop them right out, just like so. And you can put both, you know, you could mix, match, switch them however you want. The gauntlets, like I said, are a newly tooled sculpt, excuse me, I can't talk. And they are on a separate piece, so they will fall off, just so you know. But those are what the hands will look like on there. You can get him into poses and such. Let's get him into a, almost like a, ready stance pose here. We'll get him into something crazy and there we go. Do something like that. A little bit like that. Just people whistling on my street. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's always somebody doing something. Whistling Dixie or something. But there we go. Set those feet, and he looks pretty good. And it is nice that they at least gave us hands for him. I mean, I would have hoped he would have got the Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, however you say it. I'm just going to say Shang-Chi treatment. We got all of those hands with, like, that would have been way better than what we got here. But still, I'm at least glad that we got the option of fist hands and then karate chopping hands. So that's good enough for me. I suppose, I don't know, about $25 worth. That is what I paid for this guy. But anyway, as far as articulation does go, the head can swivel at a full 360 rotation if you need to. It is on a ball peg hinge joint, so he can look back because it's on that older body. You can see the disc hinge right there. And he can look down. He can tilt side to side, so he is a little bit on a lollipop, but you can't really tell too much. It's not like horrible. We do have jive turkeys here. So there's your jive turkeys. Arms go up, The arms go down, full 360 rotation in the arm. He does have the butterfly joints, which do go more so forward than back, and there's a lot of gapping in there. And then back, it's pretty limited. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to BS you. His arms do go up about that far, and they go down. He does have a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow. You really have to kind of work this one first, that joint right there, before you get to this joint right here. And then we have a swivel at the wrist, and then we have a lateral hinge joint. Same thing for these hands, lateral hinge joints on both. We have a swivel at the waist. We have an ab crunch, which really does not crunch too far forward. And then we crunch it back, and there's a huge gap there. I know that bothers a lot of people. Legs go forward. Legs go back a little bit limited to the sculpting due to the sculpting of the rear end. Upper thigh swivel. He does have a double jointed knee. And then we do have an ankle pointy toey, pointy heely, ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, as far as our first comparisons, I got him here with 2 different versions of Black Bolt. We've got on the right the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Thanos Imperative Black Bolt right there on the right. And then on the left, we have the Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave Black Bolt, which actually is pretty cool. Came with that extra screaming head. Got a couple things from Can of Beams on the way for Mr. Black Bolt, but yeah, here he is and how he stacks up with Black Bolt, and I think it looks pretty good. Okay, next up we've got 2 other 7-inch style figures. We've got the old DC Direct, before DC Collectibles, Alex Ross Shazam on the left, and then on the right we've got the NECA Defenders of the Earth Phantom figure. All right, next up we've got a Hasbro G.I. Joe Classifieds Duke on the right, and then on the left we've got the Jada Toys Fei Long figure. Okay, next up we've got a Lightning Collection Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin on the left, and then on the right we've got my John Walker Customs. Thank you very much, John Walker Customs. Boss Clone Commando Trooper. Okay, and last up, we'll do another Marvel Legend in the Extremis Armor Iron Man figure on the left, and then on the right, we've got a Valaverse Action Force Troop Builder figure. Okay, so for my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Karnak figure, you know, I think I find myself getting caught up more so in actually getting the character as opposed to it being an actually really good action figure. He definitely has limitations in the body just because it's using an older body. The body frame fits the character, so that is a plus. The range of motion sucks, and we've known this for years. He's still on a pinned body, which is an outdated body. I just don't understand why Hasbro doesn't just go back and retool all at least their pinned bodies to non-pinned bodies, but I know that is a deal breaker for a lot of people. I know a lot of people were upset that this figure was on this body. I don't like the range of motion in the hips at all. I think it's atrocious. I thought it was atrocious when the figure was released for Pizza Spider-Man. Spider-Man figure should be able to do the most, and especially, you know, getting another character that should be very, you know, flexible and being able to be fluid with his movements. You find him being very hindered. So I'm going to stick with my final verdict, which is I'm going to give him a 1 thumb up and a rock on hand. The rock on hand pretty much is there just because I wanted to complete the team. Completing the royal family is kind of a must, and if you pass on this, you're not going to be able to finish that, and I doubt we're going to get another Karnak. They're not going to update Karnak unless maybe down the road, this might be years down the road, they do a box set, and maybe they put him on a different body then, but who knows. So I feel like this is really your shot to kind of get him. So go get them. Don't let the FOMO get you, though. I wouldn't pay more than retail at all for this. This is a wait for the sale date. Like I said, one thumb up, rock on hand, just so we can conclude or complete the royal family. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know, are you going to pick up Karnak? What's your priority in this wave, or are you going to skip the entire wave in general? But yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of intrigued to know what you guys think about this wave. And yeah, be sure to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. It takes 1 second to do, and it does help out the channel quite a bit. And that's pretty much it for me. Like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the flip side.